Hey guys, it's Carter. Welcome back to the channel. Now in today's video, we are going to be doing an update on our swing trading challenge. Now, for those of you that are new to the channel, my name is Carter, and what we've been doing is growing a $500 account each and every week to prove to you guys you don't need thousands of dollars to get started with swing trading. All you need is a solid strategy. Now, I'm Carter. I've been a full-time trader for over 6 years. And with that being said, we do have an amazing school where I teach people how to trade. We talk about my strategies, my mindset, how I find stock and opportunity, and you guys can use code GIVE with all caps to get $50 off. So make sure you guys check it out down below. And with that promo, you guys are entered in for a giveaway. So guys, check it out and I'll see you in there. But let's jump into this. So like I said, a little over 2 or 3 months ago, I decided to start this challenge of $500 to prove to you you don't need thousands of dollars to get started. All you need is that solid strategy. Now, as of today, our account is sitting at $868, which is awesome. This past week, we made $99, which, guys, that is absolutely fantastic. That is about a 13% return on my money because we were sitting around about $700, the previous week. And the thing about swing trading, or at least for me growing a small account, I always choose quality stocks rather than quantity. So this past week, I only executed one trade, and then we'll talk about our future trade that we are in on. So guys, hope you guys enjoyed it. Don't forget to check out that course, and let's jump into this here. So this was the trade. It was on ticker symbol TPST. Now, the reason why we took this trade is, one, you guys can see it has this heavy support near and around this pretty much 290 mark. You guys can see it hits it once, twice, establishing some support there. And as you guys can see, we also had this red line coming in. The red line is what we call a 200-day moving average line. So when the stock is above it, we see tendencies of it using that moving average line as support. When the stock is below it, we see tendencies of resistance. Now, we'll show you resistance here because the stock has been selling off quite often. You guys can see it was using the 90, which is that blue line, as resistance here. Hit that 200, sold off. So we understand that now when the stock's below it, right, it's using it as resistance. So when we get that breakout, which we had happen, then we understand now the stock's above it. We'll see, some support start stepping in. And that's kind of what we saw. We hopped in near and around this, pretty much this $3.15 mark. We had our max loss is going to be near around 285. Now, the reason why we set it there is because that's where that old support was. So you guys can see that support line. We set our stop loss just below that. So if it does get a breakdown, we're out. Now, the great thing about this is our risk and reward, honestly, wasn't the greatest, but I was super, super confident with this trade. So we were only risking $1 to make about $4.42. And yes, you could have increased that pretty much just by reducing that stop loss. So if I would have put it below like that 200-day moving average line, it jumps to over a 2.5 risk and reward, which is pretty good. And then we set our stop loss here, or our profit at that 90 moving average line. Now, you might be saying, Carter, why did we set it there? Super, super simple. When the stock is, below it, we see that stock use it as resistance. So you guys can see, we see a lot of tendencies of getting sell-off at that blue line. So I was expecting, some sort of sell-off, and that's kind of what we saw happen. You guys can see it hit it, and then within one day, the stock actually squeezed up, which is not an everyday occurrence. And I know lately we've been seeing a lot of these great moves, but you guys can see in a single, day, it pretty much jumped up, over 19%. We captured 13% in profit. And that's absolutely fantastic. You're never going to buy the peak low and sell at the peak high. And this is the thing with swing trading is I've never lost money taking profit. And I think that's super important for beginners to understand. When you're in on a position and you have your preset, so your stop loss and your profit already set, just take your profit if it hits it, and move on to the next opportunity. And I think that's super important. So let's talk about another trade here that we just hopped in on. And this is ticker symbol GOOGL. Now this is Google. Now the reason why we loved Google here is very, very similar situation. It came in contact with that 200-day moving average line. You guys can see it pretty clear. It hits it. And then we just actually, in the past couple of days gotten some decent amount of buying pressure. So hopefully we can get that squeezed back up to that 139, which is absolutely fantastic. Risking $1 to make $3.18. And this one here, I really like it because we do have that nice upward trend. We've traded this stock in the past on that 200-day moving average line and the 90-day moving average line. So now when it hit that, we are pretty much notified, ready to rock and roll. Hopped in at a very good price at about $32, 132 even, and our profit, it didn't quite hit it yet, so hopefully we can get a squeeze, in the next couple of days back up to like 138 if not higher. And another reason why we're taking profit there is because we have that 90-day moving average line, and on top of that, let's delete that and show you guys this overall trend line. So we know we're going to have some resistance there just from the general trend of the stock, as well as that 90-day moving average line. So we could get that nice squeeze above it, but it's going to be short-lived because of that trend line there. But overall, guys, these are some trades that we're in on. These are the trades that we took this past week. I hope you guys all enjoyed it. If you guys have any questions, by all means ask. The great thing about swing trading, is anybody can do it. And you might be saying, Carter, well, I don't know where to start. I don't know what to do. Well, what I would recommend doing is start focusing on education. The more you learn, the more you're going to earn. If I were to go back in time and start my trading journey, I would have went at a way different approach. I would have focused on education instead of funding an account and start trading. I would have focused on education, and I would have paper traded for at least 6 months to a year without even funding an account. During that time of paper trading, it's awesome because you can start practicing your entries, your exits, your risk management skills, so you guys can be a better trader when you have capital and cash. And I know people are going to be saying, Carter, well, once you have cash, your emotions are high. Yes, but what you do, a little tip that I did and I always recommend my course members do, is once you are done paper trading, then fund an account with a small amount of money and do one share. Swing trade with one share and slowly start introducing cash and capital. What this does is it doesn't overwhelm your senses, because if you paper trade and then you jump into trading $4,000 of hard cash or more, your emotions are going to be high. If you see that stock go down, you're going to be scared. But if you hop in on a trade and the stock's only $4 or $5, then it's not that big of a deal if you lose 2 or 3%. Compared to 4 or 5,000, your emotions will be very, very high. This is a little tip that I always highly recommend doing, especially new traders. But guys, I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you guys want to learn more about swing trading, don't forget to check out my swing trading course, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Hope you guys have a fantastic day, fantastic weekend, and we'll see you guys tomorrow in the next one. Take care.